Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Rogue Lords. We're jumping back into the table here to the Claw of Geryon, as hopefully this is the time we will get through this story, get through all the different legs of it. I think I'm going to try something a little bit different this time.
Cut from the creature of the same name, drives out...
Thank you. We've heard the story before, but I think I'm going to go ahead and try something different this time. I think we're going to leave Bloody Mary behind. I know, I love Bloody Mary like as much as the next, but I think we're going to go ahead and take Dracula instead. And the reason for this is really just trying to look at how the different abilities of each character can work with each other. And in that last run through, really liked what the White Lady was throwing down, really liked using the Headless Horseman as our tank and really tanking a lot of those hits. But Bloody Mary is kind of being left in the lurch there a bit. So I'm hoping that Dracula's more, what's the word I'm looking for? More helping abilities will be able to boost the White Lady and Headless Horseman stuff more than what Bloody Mary had, because she was kind of, in our previous runs, filling the glass cannon role, which is now being kind of taken by the White Lady. So I think we're going to go ahead and see how this works out. Alright. Why don't we go ahead and take Dracula out for a spin here. He's going to be our go-to guy. Alright, let's start the story here. We've all heard about the abandoned shack. We need to find the claw. It's very, very important.
I defile. I corrupt.
Okay, good.
I pervert.
So let's see here. Where do we want to go then? So we've got... going to this event. Upon arrival in the zone, you receive 60 souls, which is good, but then we're trapped in elite combat here, unless we make a portal, of course. Let's see here. We discover a trait for one of our disciples, and over here, discover a trait for one of our disciples. So, both of those pretty similar. Honestly, as terrified as I am of elite combat so soon in the story, I'm thinking about going for this event, getting those souls, and then maybe... we'll see how we feel after the first combat, but maybe jumping over to this combat instead of dealing with the elite combat instead. And then we'll get to a sacrificial altar. Sounds about right? Yeah, we'll go for that. Alright. Combat first, though. Also, we're going to focus on trying to get terror as much as possible, because terror can really boost and give us awesome things for each level we get up. So I think we're going to go ahead and do terror effect in 3 nights instead of getting skills. Just try something new. We're going to go for that, and that might boost us at one of... because it's probably going to end us up at the sacrificial altar if we jump over. So we'll see what kind of cool deals that will give us. Hopefully, I do not regret this. Alright, we're in the Haunted Mansion. Okay. So, starting us off here, you're going to attack, you're going to attack. We could definitely tank those abilities if we need to. However, let's see here, what do we want? We can apply Vampirism. I think we're going to save the Vampirism here. I think let's go ahead and just try to do as much damage to this medium as possible and take her out. Oh, what am I doing? She's got the shield on. Ugh, that's annoying. Okay. Waste of a move there. But, that being said, kind of wondering... let's go for On Guard. Let's bring this attack in here. This is not going to do anything. This is only going to do half damage. And then, I think maybe we'll go for... should we go for bleed, or should we go for... reduces by half all the damage inflicted? Oh. Let's try this one. Yes. So now it's not gonna do any damage to him. Okay, so that's how possession and exhaustion can really be beneficial to us here. Because we got rid of that skill pretty early on in our last run. Alright, so you... what are you doing? You're inflicting a penalty on everybody, and you are going to weaken Dracula. How do we want to tackle this? don't want the penalty, but I also think we should probably just get rid of this medium as soon as possible. So let's go for our attack here. And you don't have any damage other than... Oh, let's do this. That'll do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and reboost you over here. I have to also remember we don't have the special trinket for the White Lady, so we're gonna have to recharge her skills like everybody else unless we get that back. Fracture increases the HP suffered by 3. Okay, good to know. So it looks like you're going to steal 7 HP. Do we want... We can go for on guard. Honestly, maybe she could just tank that. I don't think it's really gonna matter one way or another here.
Who should I kill?
Yeah, let's go for Mask of Torment. Let's go for Dread. Let's go for Intermission. And then I think we can still get Possession in here, which will actually lower the amount of damage that they're doing. And now, even if they steal our HP, it really doesn't matter, because they are at full health anyway. There we go. Alright, so, she's going to steal from him now. I'm thinking, really what we should focus on is just continuing this attack. And... I guess we can go for Intermission again. I think this will kill her. Oh wait, no, we've got to do one more than that. There we go. That'll do it. Nice.
My influence is growing.
Okay, good. So we got that all up in this level here. If you sacrifice a skill, you get 2 slots instead of 1. So that'll be nice. Honestly, I'm liking what we've got going on here, because we've got a lot of actual damage here. It'll be really interesting to see what we've got coming up. Okay, so, yes, we're going for the story, the event.
What a charming
Oh, good.
valley. My disciples will have to fix that.
60 souls, that's good. Let's go to... Should we do the sacrificial stone first? Yes, let's do that. Okay, so what are we going to sacrifice? And who do we want to sacrifice?
When I give, I get.
I don't really want to sacrifice Possession, because I really liked how that all worked just then. I'm thinking about... I don't really want to sacrifice Slash, because that's his only damage, except for using this ability. So I'm thinking about going for either Bleeding Heart or Fury Fang. My thought is going for Bleeding Heart, just because Fury Fang is actually stealing HP and this is just inflicting damage. The survival instinct of Dracula is vulnerable. The effect of this skill are repeated a second time. So that only really applies if he's vulnerable, which is a very dangerous way to play the game so far that I've found. So I think I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice this one, give him the extra slot, and then we'll see what kind of abilities we can get here. Okay.
I am pleased with these offerings. Take them.
So let's see. And apply 3 sharpening and recharge 1 random skill. Ooh, I like that. But that is 3 AP, though. Sharpening's going to be doing... means everyone's going to do extra damage, which would be nice. Spears of the Night means he could do 1 or 2 to 3. Why even we do 1 times 2? It's just be 2 to 3 SP. I guess because it goes up in later turns or later iterations. We can go for Fury Fang again and try to bolster that. That might be the way to go. Though I do really like sharpening and having that. I think we're going to have to grab that at a later time. I really want to focus on boosting his abilities right now. Because the next time we can pick that up, then that means that we get a better version of that. Alright, so occultism is where we're at. So she's got 4, she's got 2, or he's got 2, he's got 4. So really, it's between these two. So she can either do more spiritual damage, which would be really good, and have more spiritual points, or he can get max spiritual points and get scare and temptation. I'm thinking of going for her because I really would like to have that extra spiritual damage. That would be real useful.
Your disciples enter a village where a huge pyre has been built. In its center is a woman tied to a stake, struggling to free herself. No one is watching. If she is a witch, you should probably save her. She'll be of more use to you alive than dead. Witch hunts have increased in the New World during your long absence. Some people might even believe that since the coming of the light, innocent people are safe from expeditions or expeditious condemnations. But happily for you, this pyre is proof that that just isn't true. White Lady offers to check if she's really a witch, or merely a falsely accused innocent soul. Let's go ahead and see if she's really a witch.
Down to business. The dice were loaded from the start.
The accused woman doesn't have a magical aura at all, and even less a malevolent one. She is certainly innocent of witchcraft. White Lady offers to check... Oh, let's see here. So, do we examine her? Do we free her? Let's go ahead and examine her. The accused woman doesn't have a magical aura. Oh, we already knew that. Okay, I thought there was going to be something extra. Okay, I guess let's free her. Maybe she'll prove useful. The White Lady quickly unties the woman, but she cries out in fear and runs off into the night. You freed an innocent woman and missed a chance to let the villagers tarnish their souls. Ah, dang it. I was really hoping it would be, like, a benefit to us. Okay. So we did a good thing instead of a bad thing. That sucks. Okay. Oh well. No harm, no foul, it seems. Okay, so, this being said, I'm still thinking about jumping over here. I really don't want to deal with the elite combat right now, so let's go and go for that.
Situation. Let's change it. The only limit to my power is my imagination.
Much better. Alright. Let's go over here to the hovel. I think we're going to go for skills this time. We've got 100 souls. That's a pretty good start. So let's go ahead and set up an ambush and get a skill for somebody.
Bow before your queen.
Oh, really? Just one guy? Okay. Let's see here. He's going to do 5 damage to everybody and inflict a penalty. No sense in trying to unguard this. He's weakest with his SP. But we could also apply bleeding, which means that he's going to... I think that means that... Yeah, per damage application. So if we apply bleeding now, it means that he's going to be doing 5 to 8 damage to himself with this next attack. I think that's how I'm interpreting this, at least.
I have to get my hands dirty again.
And we don't need to take all that damage, so we might as well exhaust him. So we'll do some of that. And... let's go ahead and go for Mask of Torment, then. Yep, that is exactly what that means. That was nice. So every time he did damage to us, he got bleeding damage. That's really cool. We can do something useful with that. That being said,
I'm parched.
I think we're gonna go for more health-related damage. Yeah, he's getting bleeding damage from that.
Cower before my omnipotent.
But that worked. Pretty good.
Choose quickly. Evil will not spread by itself.
So we can upgrade Fury Fang, which would be good. We could do Poltergeist. Or we could do Decadence, which was really useful last run. Let's see here. Fury Fang would be really useful. So the reason why that was so useful last time was because it was doing the damage twice? Yes. So let's go ahead and do that. We really need to get him an extra skill, though, because now he's just at 2 skills. Alright. But at least he's got 1. Oh, here we go, because he leveled that up.
Take them.
Alright, so we can do Fury, which applies decomposition to himself, loses 4 to 10 HP. But it means that he can inflict lots of damage. Lots and lots of damage. That's going to do a lot of damage to him, though. Because that's 3 decomposition, which means at the end and beginning of each turn, he's going to lose up to 10 HP. So we would really have to focus on the vampirism side of this. Lose all HP plus 2 physical damage. So again, this is leading into the side of Dracula that would be playing on the vulnerable side. And this is Initiator, which the skill must be the first launched in a turn. Interesting. Huh. Okay. And then there's Bite, which would just be inflicting damage and recharging the last skill played this turn. Which I like. That could be useful. It says last skill, so I think that means anybody. I don't know if that just means him. Let's try that one out. Let's go for Bite. Okay. So, woo, around the bend here. Let's go to the sacrifice. God, as much as I don't want to sacrifice something, I really want to... We're just kind of sacrificing a lot to begin with. I should have jumped over here to the fight. But, where do we want to go with this? Pile of rocks seems to come alive. There we go.
This sacrifice will make one of you more powerful. But who will I choose?
But it's so tough because vampirism is so good and we can apply it to anybody. Maybe we go for Slash? Get rid of Slash and get something else instead? It does apply bleeding though. Dread is really useful as just a basic attack. But maybe we do that. Maybe we get rid of Dread and then we get something cool. Let's go for that. Okay. Fingers crossed we get something good. Oh, and she's full now. I forgot that that was the bonus.
With that, the humans will finally submit to my yoke.
Okay, so we've got Nightmare, inflict 7 to 12 SP, reduce the impending attack by 8, so that's a good one. Oh, Possession's the one we already have, so that would be really good to get that leveled up already. We've got Deterioration. Oh wait, no. Is it Possession or Deterioration that we have already for her? Let's see here. It is Possession. So Deterioration inflicts 3 to 5 SP and applies 1 exhaustion. Oh, but that is applying to all enemies. Ooh, that would be good. That would be good. Ah, but it's so tough because this is the one we've got. We could be boosting that. Let's go with the one we've got. Yeah. And maybe if something cool comes along, then we'll be good. Alright. Onward to the event. A small camp. So we've got occultism and temptation. So she's our occultist, but he's got the best temptation. Okay, well let's see. When it comes down to this, what's going to be good here? So he's going to get extra spiritual points and more to ruse, and she's going to get more to stealth, scare, and physical damage, which she doesn't do physical damage. So we might as well take this for him. Even though stealth can be really useful, as we saw in the last run. Okay, yeah, let's go for him. Dracula. You find a statue of Van Helsing on the side of the road. It was erected to remind travelers that these roads are safe, and that you are nothing more than a fading memory. This affront to your power must disappear. Van Helsing's proud smirk makes you furious, even when it's carved in stone. One thing is for sure, the next time you meet, you will destroy him forever.
A sculptor is doing maintenance work at the foot of the statue. Dracula could use him to deform it. So do we want to make the sculptor my servant, or do we want to bring the statue to life? Oh, both seem very awesome. Bringing the statue to life might bring extra terror, but it also, I think it costs more
Let's get down to business.
to bring that up. Let's see. Yeah, it costs more to do that one. So why don't we go ahead and just make the sculptor our servant. Yes.
The dice were loaded from the start.
Dracula persuades the sculptor to sell his soul in return for talent equal to the great masters. The sculptor is now in your pocket. What will you do with him? Ooh. We could devour his soul. Okay. Or we can order him to sculpt statues of you, which I think would be even better and might add to our terror level. It's not enough to destroy Van Helsing's statue. You use your new servant to replace it with one in your own image. It's time the mortals learn to recognize their true master.
The people fear me once again.
There we go.
That is how it should be.
Okay. Let's see here. Ooh, both are good. Moving up. Okay.